me just share with you a comment about success. When I was wanting to be successful, even though maybe I didn't know what steps exactly it took to be successful, and it doesn't matter what it is, business, personal life, sports, whatever. Here's what I did know, that success leaves trails. There's certain traits and characteristics and actions that create success. And as an example, relative to this new patient orientation, here's what I do know. Doctors that do new patient orientations, I don't know of anyone that does new patient orientation that is not highly successful. That's what I do know. That's a fact. There's a lot of doctors who are not very successful, and they don't. There's a lot of things they don't do. And so what I've learned is I may not even know why to do some things, but I've learned that there's some things that make people successful and some people that don't don't make you successful. There's certain traits that will lead to not being successful. And for that reason, you know, you look at a chiropractic practice and you go, well, what are some really core traits that the highly successful people do? I mean, you're almost guaranteed to be successful if you just do these traits. Well, number one is, do you do patient education? Number two is, do you do prepays? And the prepays are the same thing because it's a higher confrontational topic. And it takes a little more energy. And I've never seen a doctor do prepays that was unsuccessful or not highly successful. I see a lot of doctors who don't put energy into patient education and definitely do not do prepays that are not very successful. Same with learning how to ask for referrals in the different categories of referrals. There's several different categories of referrals. Some doctors never learn how to get new patients from their patients. And so they spend a lot of money trying to get new patients on Facebook pay-per-click or advertising or whatever. And you pretty much cannot buy yourself into success with only 8% utilization. Can't do it. And so you typically get a lot of bad patients, cost you a lot of money, a lot of overhead, low profit. Usually those are bad practices that have a high percentage of advertising patients. In other words, over 70% of your business should be referral, active or passive referrals. But most chiropractors, I do their statistical analysis, and they're only getting 10, 15, 30% referrals, active or passive. And they don't have much of a practice either. This is why. So what are some of the common traits that I see that create a highly successful chiropractic business? Do you do patient education? Check. Do you do prepays? Check. Do you actually have systems in place to create business from your existing patients? Check. Do you do new patient orientations? Check. I would almost guarantee that if you just did those four systems, you're going to have an above average, highly successful practice. I've never seen anybody who did all those systems that was average to below average in practice. Never. Those are some real calling card signs right there.